New Style Radio.
Right, New Style Radio 98.7. WarrenTone right here. I'm about to feature a new artist, goes by the name of G-Terra. Check this tune out right now though. This is G-Terra.
When me get the measurement from, say she want me bad and all I send me income, outcome, income, and when the fling down left country because me and Tom thing from
Taking in, you know, his tune's mad. We're gonna talk to him shortly.
About you, I go live long last night. I make me beat my chest like a King Kong. Tell me, send me have to be the best by your fifth man. You really feel blessed. Get the one, get more for no. When me get the measurement from, say she want me bad and all I send me income, outcome, income, and when the fling down left country because me and Tom thing from. Yeah, I go make you pour sweat till it near I got done. When me done get the water and pat it down. Rather walk you all night, cause the shot a thing down. Figure war with a man, I get shot a Kingston. Now go ever see me at the road, I run me live down. Might see me with a girl pass and a sing song. Figure par in a bar class and go sit from. And nobody can stop me, cause man, I've been fun. Yeah, they hear me walk down a till that a thing done. Then I call me and tell me bring another thing come. Say she want right for me like a swing song. And give me a big son. Call me Egyptian, but girl, me know say you want me. Long time for call me. Say she not want love tonight. She want me with the boot there, so tonight, girl, me know say you want me. Long time for call me. Say she not want love.
Artist goes by the name of G-Terra. This one's called No Love. And guess what? Live from Jamaica right now, we have on the phone lines G-Terra. What go on, G-Terra?
Yeah, you know, so my day I'm a general. They are live and direct, you know. Big up DJ WarrenTone and the whole link. You see me, I say Birmingham.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself. How's things? How's Jamaica right now?
Everything blessed, you know. Jamaica is wonderful as always, but you don't know certain things are going on. You know what go on already, so it kind of rough up the vibes. But we give thanks for life, seeing everything blessed. You know what I say?
I've been hearing you've been having a lot of problems over there with like the flooding and everything. How has that been going right now in yard?
Yeah, well, it was terrible in a certain places, you know, but this was just another fork in the road for many people in the gully them and when I live on a hill, you know?
Yeah.
Because of them face it the most. And then there's some landslides. You don't know, we hope and pray and meditate for love and righteousness. And you know, many people were saved from the incident and them have people who helped them out. So blessings, you know?
You know, this tune is bad, you know. I'll catch up with you shortly. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
No schooling. G-Terra, fireman.
Some me go so then me sing again.
Best friend want turn enemy. Man I rise and them want see me bleed up. Jah please follow me.
Some of the link them clean, we no dirty up car, we no like that still. When me checking at them head, some boy them sick. Bad mind I go kill them quick. Too strong, we no feeble and weak. Chatty mouths, them a chat this, that and this. Them a fire some shot, boy shoot and miss. How come now everything so crisp? Better know we no better like cheese.
Bad man I go kill and spill them. Once upon a time we drill fi build them. Spend $1 kind fi build the No schooling. G-Terra, fireman.
Some me go so then me sing again.
Best friend want turn enemy. Man I rise and them want see me bleed up. Jah please follow me.
Some of the link them clean, we no dirty up car, we no like that still. When me checking at them head, some boy them sick. Bad mind I go kill them quick. Too strong, we no feeble and weak. Chatty mouths, them a chat this, that and this. Them a fire some shot, boy shoot and miss. How come now everything so crisp? Better know we no better like cheese.
Bad man I go kill and spill them. Once upon a time we drill fi build them. Spend $1 kind fi build the links. Them now with them want spoil, let's think no big pen. Know the time no big pen. You fi see the sign, no need a big lens. Walk 1,000,000 miles to feed me children. You asleep like Saul, a easy kill. Then
never fall in a trap, them a say. Bad mind I go kill them dead. This time it a jagged and dread. No detergents could have washed off me brain. Never fall in a trap, them a say. Bad mind I go kill them dead. This time it a jagged and dread. No detergents could have washed off me brain.
yeah, it's not a mystery, people turn bad mind because the system evil. And one time we used to live so equal, nobody never more than nobody. Alright, mama kiss and greet you. Step out in the world and some wicked up real. Man have to kiss me teeth to them, I hate you, me light up like a Christmas tree too. But when you down and out, me never miss with your feeding. Like a chicken head friend, I go miss it for real too. Only love you when them need you. When them no need you, them wish for your bleed too.
Never fall in a trap, them a say. Bad mind, I go kill them dead. This time it a tear them down straight. No detergents could have washed out me brain. Them a fall in a trap, them a set. Bad mind I go kill them dead. This time me tear them down straight. No detergents could have washed out me brain. Mr. Bad Mind, Mr. Bad Mind, Bad Mind I go kill you one time. Mr. Bad Mind, Mr. Bad Mind, LV I go kill you one time. Mr. Bad Mind, Mr. Bad Mind, Bad Mind I go kill you one time. Mr. Bad Mind, Mr. Bad Mind, LV I go kill you one time. I friend them today, I go friend them tomorrow. See them send them come swipe on the brother man. Done them today, them I go forward tomorrow. Nothing no the people that come fighting higher man. Them, burn up all the wolf in a sheep skin, run them. All of the dirty thinking business, burn them. All of the bad mind people.
Yeah, picking up.
Yeah, big up all of the gringo them. Not for that, you don't know G-Terra. 100 banks, at a road. Watch on a man, because we say the street them hot, you know. You have to watch your head back, you know. Man, my boss be a Glock, you know.
Okay, it's No Star Red Night 8.7. In the background, you're listening to some tracks from G-Terra. Spoke to him just a little while ago. You know, the long distance phone calls go again. It's not easy, especially when you phone back home in Rhinelander, Caribbean and Yard and everything. So we're going to try him again. G-Terra should be on the phone lines. What go on, G-Terra?
Yeah, you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear right now. Ah, that's good to know. All right, back to where we started from now. Let's get back to it. Where did it all start for you? Let's get into it right now, Brisbane. Where did it all start for you, musically?
Okay, yeah. Basically, I started the music from my youth, you know. From, like I said, inspired by all of the music that I hear coming up as a child. Since my mother playing a record, them. And my mother still, you know. I can honestly say my mother inspired me to do music, and she don't even know it. She used to play a lot of different music from Lionel Richie, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, everything. My mother played everything as a woman when I was a baby.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I guess I'm fall in love with music from a little youth, 5, 6 year old, 7 year old. I'm start taking it serious at about 13, 14.
13, 14. So how did you get into it? Which producer did you work with, or you had friends or family in the music? Where did you go from there?
Well, really what happened was, we just in love with the music. I listen to the Beanie Man and the Bounty Killer, them and the, you know, all of the artists them come up from Supercat days. Dancehall, and when hip hop did hit and dancehall hit hard in the 90s, it kind of hold me as a youth. As a little youth, me just in it like I couldn't leave it alone. Every day we were at school, so we start beat on the desk them at school and we start singing my song them. Little lyrics me used to build up back then, and the classroom love it. Everybody love it, and then we form a little group. Me and my little brethren them start a little group named Frost Crew from back then. We're about 13, 14, and we start a little crew, and from there, we'd go around and do some little shows and I get in touch with people. We got the first producer we're gonna try to work with in Jamaica that's known. We can't even remember exactly how, but then I work with Elephant Man. But yeah man, from them there and we go to Cactus Bar, the time the Cactus open and live and other clubs, and we go to them places and go do some show with my brethren father, pretty much take her around the city and thing, and that's what we was doing. We never really had no real connection in the business at that time, but we just the love of the music had me going, you know.
So when you're talking about like Cactus Nightclub, that means that you got into it from early, you know, because that was early 90s. So the 90s music really took you.
Yeah, so I'm trying to say from a little youth, me in it, from a little, we in it. You know what I'm saying? We really love it. So, yeah man, a long time we do it. Long time me I do music. From a little youth, me I do music. You know what I mean?
So which artists, like you mentioned Beanie Man, which other artists inspired you, and what new artists you're rating right now?
Right now, well, I rate all artists, you know, the thing with me is, I see the art world as is an art world. People are painting the pictures what them know in them brain. You see people have different experiences and lifestyle and what them go through. So pretty much every artist will set up or do something. Them have some experience or some inspiration where them come from with it. So me now respectfully, I respect all artists. So, but my biggest inspiration them coming up definitely was the Bounty Killer and the Beanie Man them. Definitely Bob Marley was the first one who really touched my heart musically as a youth. Very, very young age though. I never even know that Bob Marley dead when I grew up. I think that Bob Marley alive, so I get bigger and realize that no, Bob Marley dead from before my born. Right. You know? So that them something I show you that the music is so living inside of us. Yeah. Sometimes we don't even know that some of the artists them pass away when we are listening to music. You know, so was inspired by everything. Every musical genre had some inspiration in it also. Pop music, they touch me a little bit with certain songs. If the beat can influence me start to vibe to it. I mean, notice back them time it's just everything on me hear me I listen to. I open my ears and keen to it. So I'm kind of soak up all type of vibration musically and get the fact of music that is a picture being painted and different productions, you know?
Right. So when did you start taking it serious then? Because you've been in it from a long time. From what I'm getting from you, you've been in it from a long time. When did you start taking it serious and say, right, this is what I do for a career, full time?
I'm just about 14 years old. About 14, so I start really like, really want to take it serious. But nobody never take me serious. So what I do is I write a bag of songs and just add a lot of songs just pile up in a book, my school book them instead of, I start write songs back to it. Then time I play football and I'm a football star in a school. So true, the football did a lead in my life. I never say not much about the music. Even though people know me I do it, I did not take it serious from them still. I write, I hold it back to I write off the leaves them to the point where I have a book full of lyrics where I lose from. I have at least 4 book load of lyrics when I lose from my youth. Whole heap of books. You know what I say?
So where in yard was your base, right? Do you start from like your song them mentioned Spanish Town? Is that where your base or what? Where was you born originally in Jamaica?
Yeah, man, originally Spanish Town. Born in a Spanish Town, St. Catherine Hospital. Spanish Town Hospital right there, so. Born in Spanish Town, grew up in a Spanish Town. Parents them from St. Ann, so used to go to St. Ann, only got right tune on the mountainside.
So you was back and forth then from St. to Spain Town then, so it was one of them one then,
Yeah, man, St. Ann to Spanish Town, and definitely all over the place, Negril, the whole place, the whole Jamaica, Westmoreland, Clarence, because we have family all over Jamaica too, and some different parts of the country, them and things, so. But Spanish Town, I grew up, and that's where I own the music and Julia, East Indian Mango Tree. Sit down and write most of my lyrics on some Mango Tree.
Okay.
From my youth. And I start really step out on the road now. About 15, 16, we get some opportunities and do an interview with Barry G, the book Barry G. Remember Barry G?
Yes.
You on radio?
Cool.
90s.
Yeah.
So young me do an interview with Barry G, and it was crazy. My mother, everybody gets inspired. And I said, but wait, it's serious, man. But then kind of people start really look for me now, like, I'm really, look like I really want to do this thing as a youth. So. But still, when you're a youth back then, it wasn't like now. Yeah. Right now, the youth then get a bigger push forward. Back then, the youth then used to get rolled back by the big man. Then.
Yeah, sorry to cut you, like the gatekeepers then. But now you can kind of like get your music out there easier now with the social media and streaming and everything,
Exactly. So, me that got a studio from them time, man. I see people in a studio like I say, Elephant Man, Eric Adler. Same studio that Beanie Man used to come to and Spragga Benz and the whole of that. We did that, what I say, but enough time we got for record. And true, we have come for some love thing, I never really have no money. Enough money used to just kind of like, we have to sit down for some couch and just kind of wait or hope to get a record or hope to get a time where them we pay some attention. But true, most of them big artists say they already have a name and shocking vibes and all these things. And only for, what I say? Them did not get all of the attention, and we as youth have to kind of sit down and just observe things, and we never get the attention like that to get recordings and push out. So what we do now, we just go find out build our own thing and continue building our own, like a mixtape them and them thing in the past. It was crazy. It was putting stuff together, making all type of little things we used to do for ourselves. So we never have no choice.
So you had like your own producers or your family, your friend them around you, your brethren them, and you pretty much just work together on a project. Is that how you done it then?
Yes, that's what we did. And that's how my brethren now end up on beat maker now. My brethren in a crew with from them. Right now he's making beats in Florida. Wow. And he's an official beat maker now because of that. I'm turn producer from them and artist. Me too. I stop make beats though because somebody teach my computer. For me to build my beat them and from them I do some next minute say, what? Just I go and just record music and just go to studio because it's like, but me did build beats about it. Right now, the songwriting was nothing.
You used to produce as well. You used to build rhythm and make beat then as well. And you just put it down and say, we're going to focus on recording then.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what happened in my younger career because I was making my own mixtapes since 2004, 2005. Like I've been making mixtapes since then because, like I say, when you have the approach and you see the music machine is so big, and you feel like, man, it inspires you want to do the music, but you feel like you can't touch it because it's so big. The music world is when you look on it from the outside and I try to get in, it looks like, how, you know what I say?
Yeah.
So what I do is, I just record my thing, I can record the best recording I can do, the best I can get. Sometimes it didn't come out as good as would I hope, but Them time when you don't have the right people to work with it, you know, it was just like you couldn't get exactly what you want. But we hit the streets and sell mixtape out of my chunk for years and pay my bill them and them thing and pay all rent and light bill off a mixtape. So the lyrics was always there, and I realized that people love my lyrics. I realized that people were listening to me, even though the music never had the top production at that time either, you know. So what happened was the people started coming to me and say, "Youth, you know what? You're saying stuff, man. I'm hearing you. You're saying some things." And that's why I'm like a CD. You have any more? So I start selling more mixtapes and flip from 100 mixtapes to 500 and 1,000, and I reach 1,000. And I ride around the city them until the wheels fall off and I get new car for the sell CD again. You know what I mean? So that's where I really came up in the music. That's how I came up along the way, was selling mixtapes. I mean, I listen and I hear about the 50 Cent them and them, I hear about the, you know, people who did it, you know, DMX them are, you know, I'm paying attention to what's going on in hip hop and dancehall and reggae. So what I did was I didn't just follow one format. I used all of the knowledge I could gather from all different genres of music and different activities within the music to propel myself and what I can do. So I started designing my own T-shirts, have my mixtape them, jackets, hats, all type of different things. I hit the streets with all of that. Before you know it, I was getting booked in different cities, man. And it was a surprise to me to the point where I grow and meet different producers and record better songs until I start recording some songs that sound like some top songs.
Yeah.
And some people say, "Yo, G, that's a hit. Yo, that's a hit." Me, I say, "Wow, look at that." I really reach a point where people say, "Yo, you have hits. You have hits, you know." But they need money behind them. So I understand that part of the game.
Yes.
Because if you look at the big music industry, it's really money driving these people thing. You know, no matter what hit you come out with, you have to have some hundreds of thousands, maybe $1 million behind it to push it to which part you need to reach. Because that's what the top industry doing. They're promoting and marketing. So them things I learn along the way, and that's where I'm, you know, we're on path right now.
Heavy marketing. It's interesting that you're saying that, you know, because from that era in the 90s going to early 2000s, most people, artists would bust on sound systems, or like you said, you had an interview with some of the top radio man like Barry G, but you also done like the mixtape thing, and that was mainly in America that was going on, like you mentioned, like 50 Cent and or DJ Clue and all them, the mixtapes.
Yeah.
It's interesting to hear you say you done that your way, and the marketing and merchandise, you took that kind of format and said, yeah, I'm going to do it Yasso and Yard, and it worked for you.
Yeah, man. But me start from Yard and go abroad with it. And when I go America now, it really worked. It didn't work from Yard, you know, but it did work on a smaller way because we do a lot of giveaways in Jamaica. So people would get kind of famous from giving away with things in Jamaica. But when we reach USA, you know, because I go to USA, you know, me shortly after that time period me I tell you about.
Yeah.
Reach a US and he's up. But yeah, man. Reach a US. My gosh, man. We're the right side of the train line, you know. Spanish Town. Yeah, man, that train I run from I think that train I run from Lynn.
Don't worry, no wrong. So you know it's live radio, train I run from Spanish Town.
Yeah, man. I met the people know. Yeah, man, we train Florida, Jamaica, and it's nobody never know. So
let's see.
Then we never know who now. But like me I said, reach a USA and pretty much take it to another level because that's the support over there, and it's a wide, diverse crowd and people with different type of mentality. People love to see hustlers, I realize, and that's what I realized. I start hustle straight up and people love it.
Where in New York?
They love supporting stuff. No, more in New York. I mean, they're Florida at that time.
Florida, right.
Yeah.
And there's a big scene over there as well. There's a big scene in Florida as well. They love the music over there, the reggae music.
Definitely. And that's what we start doing. And at the time, I was 17 now in Florida. I do that. You know what I say? And I close and I end up reach in a point where, because of me, I go on the streets, I fall out. You know, me enroll in college, you know. I enroll myself in college and everything. So, me that do the hustle thing while me in college. And the thing with me is, I was taking it to the length where me had the shows of pool party. And I go perform for people, little party, and some girl, and I hung out so much that I end up fall off from college. I didn't, you know, some classes I just didn't go to, you know what I say?
Same.
But we never got them class, you know, I lose the point, and I say, Ray, you know, this and that. So I end up in a situation where I'm like, damn, what am I going to do next? So it leads to me having a rift with my family member, them, and I end up get in a homeless position for a little while. You know, so when me do homeless now, I can be honest and say, when I'm homeless, I never know what to do next, because me kind of in a cheap sleeping in my car. We have a Subaru at the time, a little Subaru, I buy off one, you know, painting some houses in Florida. And save up our money and buy one little old Subaru. The old tough body there. Iron. Yeah, man, so I need to sleep in for a couple of weeks, and a recruiter come up to me and say, you know, so you have to straighten out yourself, man. An island youth, island soldier, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when the soldier approach me now and tell me very about how much money I can get, I'm young and say, get stand up for you. I end up going on the military route, boy.
Wow.
So, yeah, so the going in the military now from getting them that, and the recruiter show me, say, Ray, just stop burning weed. The recruiter said, these are for the guns, Ray. So we stop burning the guns up for a little while and clean up the piss to the piss test, and end up got you and join the military and learn so much things and got so much experience from that. But here was one, the whole time in the military, the music mad my brain.
Okay.
Especially the first part of training. The music, just a lick, like, I can't stop thinking about music while I train. Just a build tune in my head, peer tune, lyrics just a fly over and over in my head. And I can't stop it. Every little thing I say, turning on one bar, or, you know, something to a song, or a hook. You know what I'm saying?
So what happened from there? Then you come out of the military and went back into music?
No, I never come out and go back in. In there, do it. I perform at the NCO club, them sergeant, the place where the soldier them go.
Wow.
To go have fun. I end up start performing everywhere. Perform NCO club, I perform at the sports bar, the military sports bar. I perform for Fort Bragg. I perform inside of the place which part we work. People, come on, G, give us something, because from them time they know some artist. Everybody start realizing I'm an artist. Because I couldn't help it no more. The music in my brain has spin up, just creates itself. It's to the point where I can tell you that music chose me. Me never necessarily just jump in at music, definitely chose me. Because I never just jumped in on music like, yo, me have to do this, me have to. It's just like it just pulled me in and say, yo, yeah, do this. This is you. That's how it comes to me. So the lyrics never stop turning in my brain. I mean, I make this up to the point where I have to spit it and make somebody hear it. So by the time I'm on a turn now, it's like what I say. G no life, see flow fly. We so high, see those eyes. We smoke blow, we will vibe. 6 flow style, eco life. Like, you know, it's a something I go on. Some would just bark out lyrics from people. And they're like, what's wrong with you? Did you make that up? You know?
So
they think I'm mimicking somebody, but my lyrics are there for us. So, yeah.
So you decided to say, you know something, I'm going to take this thing serious and with music. And fast forward, you have your music now. Tell us about your production, your new music.
Man, it's a journey, man. I tell you, man. To reach right where I'm at now is a journey. And people would never know how much I've been through and musically and how much inspiration and how much downs and ups. And it's a bag of thing. But right now, I can say I'm very proud of every experience, because to tell you the truth, where I'm at right now is only because of experience and consistency and self-love and knowledge, especially knowledge, understanding, and wit. Coming in a dumb thing, so I'm gonna stop it at wit and whiz, isn't it? I've been working on many different aspects of the music, genres and things. So along the way, I've been doing rap, hip hop, dancehall, reggae, the whole of them, but me want people to know that he's a serious reggae dancehall artist from the get-go. So what I did was I focused on the reggae dancehall. Right now, different projects from Clockwork, because I started in the streets with a Clockwork mixtape. And for some reason, that name just stick with me. So I'm just work at Clockwork. So right now, I have different projects in line, like Clockwork 1. We did an album there from 2014. And then we just drop a bag of singles. And then we come up to Clockwork 2. I think 2016 we dropped that. And then a bag of singles after, same way, right?
Okay.
Coming up to right now, I just dropped Clockwork 3 EP recently, and I'm working on fulfilling the whole Clockwork album, part 3. And this is called the Fully Loaded, Clockwork 3 Fully Loaded, G-Terra. Same, so I finish up the album right now. And the production is different mix of people I work with from a while now, like St. Michael. I still connect with him, but St. Michael haven't done any recent production with me. But I got a couple tracks from me and him that I'm going to feature on that album, because it was in the catalog. I mean, you never bag a tune sit down with that message, you know?
That's
a bag of tune sit down right now for release. The thing is, I never really rushed out, because I made a record one heap of songs. Like some days I recorded 3-4 songs in the past, you know?
So you take it serious.
Yeah, man, very serious. My work like a Jamaican Tupac, man, for real. My music, like, it's crazy. If I told you how much songs I have, you probably wouldn't believe me, man. You probably wouldn't believe me. So I just not tell people, you know. Cause I don't want to shock them or nothing. I make them feel like, yo, I'm crazy, like I'm just out of this world or something. And I try, you know, even though it's mystical still, because I really work off of the inspiration. And yeah, man, whole heap of projects. Like right now, I'm recording recently and I finish up about, I have 5 tunes sit down right now to put on the album. It's going to bring it to a 17 or 16 songs. The Clockwork Tree fully loaded.
Yeah.
The EP me dropped recently in October. When me dropped it, August 27, me dropped the EP, Clockwork Tree, and it has 7 songs on it. 7 solid songs, but mostly sending to the woman then, because me I do music for my level. I don't want to follow anybody or follow the game or follow the format that everybody using. So I just create straight up from my mind, and when me hear the beat, what set me around my feel, you know what I say?
Yeah, man. Well, we're going to feature one of your songs now. We're going to feature a couple of your songs then. But if people want to get in touch with you and, you know, reach out, whether it's a producer or artist or fans, how can they get in touch with you or social media? How can they get in contact with you?
Well, you know, I have my thing established name-wise, you know. So that name there is one person, is one G-Terra, you know. Everybody should know that now. One G-Terra for the whole planet, you know. You know, you have someone who have a name, everybody else has a name.
Yeah.
One artist named G-Terra on the planet right now. Any other one named G-Terra, copy them a copy. G-Terra. G-Terra. And like I said, you can find me on any social media on the name. You want to search G-Terra. Now come up at Facebook, at Instagram, G-Terra. G7 Terra if you want to be definitive with the at sign. But it's going to pull me up either way. G7 Terra on IG, Facebook, and also G-Terra on YouTube, G-Terra same way. Twitter, G-Terra1. You can find me on our social media, man. And definitely our music stores. Any music store you go in, just type in G-Terra and I'll pop up. And I definitely can listen. Fresh sounds, original music, authentic. Somebody will not really follow nobody else, but have a style for themselves, for them I carry from a while now, you know. So, and even my fans, them come to me lately and I said, boy, G-Terra enough, man, actually I use your style right now. And I'm not just laugh, because the reason why I laugh at that is because music is a business where that's always going to happen.
Yeah, man, for real.
Everybody that's doing music was inspired by somebody. Biggie Smalls was inspired by Big Daddy Kane and other rapper, and used some of their styles to craft himself into a musician, right? An artist. I just saw the business go. So I'm not really follow them things and worry about them things. I just know some talented and people tell me over 100,000 people tell me the same thing, so I can't, them not have a life here so much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, definitely. So,
yeah, man, some of that push forward, yeah.
You have a message for your fans then before we wrap this up?
Yeah, man, always a positive, loving message to everybody out there. Just be united, you know. Unite and come together to make anything where you want to see happen. They make it bear fruit. All you have to do is unite and work together. Teamwork, make the dream work for real. Many of us are not more powerful than teamwork yet. I don't see anything opposed. So I'm fans out there, as long as we work together. You see me always talk about on social media. You see me always talk about it on live. And the same message me always have, you know. My message not change because I know that it's the most important message. Love and unity. It's something because I know that no matter how we think, once we focus on that, we can overcome everything else because we have too much hate. In this mad world right now, man, I use virus, I destroy, man. Because I don't, me, myself, to my fans, them and people out there, also to you, DJ and the radio and the whole people and network. I don't think that the earth, this beautiful earth, would design anything or bring out anything to destroy us.
Yeah, we know what you're saying, but it's like, it's just one of those things. So we just have to just be strong and just keep safe and everything like that. So you have to big up yourself every time, G-Terra, man. So
yeah, man. We have to talk to them, you know. You have to talk to them as a big man. You have to tell them, man. Because a man, you know. So every man was once a baby, you know.
It's all peace and love, like you're saying. It's all peace and love.
Yes, man, and unity. We need unity among the people. Then. So that I talk to my fans about all the time. I want them to know that I'm sincere about it. That's the message that I have. That it tops everything that I could think about. I'm thinking about 1,000 things to say right now. But the top message on everything is always, man, make we unite. Make we have some unity with each other and build with each other so we can have some progressive, successful moments with each other and share success with each other. Because there's no reason to make hate stop all that love that we could be showing and living and full joy life instead of a waste of time and a bad mind and a fight amongst each other because we are intimidated by each other's talents and greatness. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well said. But listen, GTerra, we're going to play enough more of your songs on the show, so big up yourself every time, and we'll catch up with you soon. Have a next reasoning with you, because it was good talking with you, man. Bless up yourself, yeah?
Yeah, man, definitely. We'll look forward to more interviews with the DJ WarrenTone. Respect and love. Bless up the whole station. That's what I say, 98 points, Mother Road. That's what I say. Cheers.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Birmingham's #1 for African arts, culture, and Afro edutainment. 98.7 New Style FM.